What's up, guys? Daily Kamel here, and today, the day before the anniversary, I wanted to talk about something that we haven't heard much about, and that's the structure deck that's going to be launching with the 6th anniversary of Duel Links. Now, we usually hear a lot about this during the Tokyo game show that happened last month, but as you guys remember, we actually didn't get any news on that. We instead got a couple cards announced for the main box future circuit, which came out a few days ago. And we didn't get any information on the selection box or the structure deck. So I wanted to talk about a couple things that I think might be coming to the game tomorrow in the form of a structure deck. So let's go over them. So a few months ago with the Vrains release data mines, we did get access to this picture. It says Abyss Splash EX, and it's alluding to some sort of a EX structure deck with number 73 Abyss Splash as the boss monster. So let's look at the guy number 73 Abyss Splash. He is a rank 5 warrior Xyz monster, requires 2 level 5 water monsters. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can attach 1 Xyz material from this card, double this card's attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Also, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent this turn is halved. So not a crazy Xyz monster by any means, but it definitely has a powerful effect. So if you guys also do not know, if you're not anime heads, this is Shark or Reginald Castle's or Nash's Baryon Emperor Xyz monster. So because this is his Baryon Emperor Xyz monster, it also has a chaos form. So we'll go into that a little bit. For now, there are 2 cards that Shark uses pretty frequently to summon these guys in the anime, and that is going to be Panther Shark and Eagle Shark, and these cards work together, and we don't have either of them in Duel Links right now. So if they were to come somewhere, I think it would be in the form of this structure deck. So Panther Shark is level 5 fish. It says if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If you control Eagle Shark, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only control 1 Panther Shark, and then Eagle Shark says the same thing, but then if you control Panther Shark, you can special summon it. So they are brought out by just seeing each other in the hand and your opponent having those 2 monsters on the field, just so you can bring them out for free. Or, you know, if it's your follow-up turn, you can tribute a monster, bring it out, and then just summon your other shark beside it. So that will make summoning it very, very easy. And I think those are 2 of the support cards that we're going to get. There's also an anime card that Shark uses called Edict of Atlantis, and it lets you increase the level of water monsters by up to 2. This is pretty much kind of territory of the Sharks, but I would not be surprised if we could see a more versatile version of territory of the Sharks in the form of something like this, Edict of Atlantis. So yeah, there's that. All right, but the big question is, and a big question that I want to pose to a lot of you is, before I read this card, do you all think that the Baryon Emperors getting their chaos numbers in Duel Links will be a good idea? We didn't get it with Garag already. We're getting some Nash cards here, I'm assuming, with this. So do you think this chaos number should be in the game? So number C73 Abyss Super Splash. It requires 3 level 6 monsters. It's a rank 6. If a monster you control battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation on another player's turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. Once per battle, your battling monster gains attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monster it is battling during that damage calculation only. If this card has number 73 Abyss Splash as a material, it gains its effect. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. So yeah, this is an extremely powerful card. Now, while I don't believe that they will give us access to this card at 3, maybe, you know, that skill we were talking about earlier, maybe it doesn't do that. Maybe it gives you access to this card in some limited way. Essentially, the idea is you want to use rank up Magic Baryon's Force onto a number 73 Abyss Splash, and you will be able to turn it into Abyss Super Splash, and then it won't be able to be destroyed by card effects. And then during any battle, so this is your opponent's battle phase, your battle phase, you can detach, and then you will win that battle. As long as you have overlay units, you will win that battle, and you can do it once per battle. That is pretty crazy. It's not even once per turn, once per battle. We don't have too many effects like that in Duel Links, so I think that would definitely be pushing it a little bit. So guys, definitely the question of the video, do you think we should be getting these chaos numbers, or do you think they're too overpowered, or do you just want to see them in the game? Let me know what you think. All right, so moving on to our next deck. Ooh. All right, time for the other deck that I want to talk about, and that is going to be Dolce. Now, this is the last reported King of Games deck list of Dolce, and this is from July 2020, and this is using pre-nerf what grows in the graveyard, I do believe. So that is pretty nutty. You can see the deck is just revolving around what we have in the rank in the level 6 synchro engine, so not much going on for the deck. So let's take a look at what they could get. Now, the only two main deck options that Dolce is missing for monsters are going to be Angeli and Petting Sasor. These two cards kind of work together. So Angeli says if this card in your possession is destroyed by battle or card effect, you shuffle it, and then you shuffle it into the deck, or you can attribute it and then special summon a Dolce from your deck, but shuffle it into the deck during your end phase, and then it's once per turn, and the special summon monster cannot be destroyed by battle. And then you can special summon Petting Sasor, and then if Petting Sasor says if this card is special summoned, you can special summon one Dolce monster from your hand or deck, and if you do, reduce its level by 1. So that'll help you get an Xyz summon off. But then the rest of Petting Sasor says, you know, if it's destroyed, you know, you shuffle it back. And also, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon it from your hand. And this monster says you can use each of the effects once per turn, so I'm gonna assume you can use both of its effects. So pretty sick. Now, both of these cards, I did include their Master Duel picture variants, just so you know that they are pretty important to the deck. Petting Sasor is a 3-of, and so is Angeli, and they're cards that we don't have in their only main deck monsters that we don't have. We're also missing like a trap and something else. But the main thing that we are missing from Dolce's is Xyz monsters. We don't have any in the game right now. And the first Xyz monster for Dolce's to get in the TCG was Dolce Queen Tiramisu. And this is a rank 4 Dolce monster, requires 2 Dolces. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target up to 2 Dolce cards in your graveyard. Shuffle those cards into the deck. Also, after that, shuffle cards your opponent controls into the deck up to the number of Dolce cards returned. So I do believe this is the least powerful of the Dolce Xyz monsters because it was the first release. It doesn't have a quick effect or anything crazy like that. It's just a base effect that is some very good removal. Again, shuffling into the deck, a removal effect that we've only really seen with Nightmare Unicorn recently, and I think Dolce's coming in here with another one would be a very nice place to put this effect. It's in a very niche archetype. And it's a very niche Xyz monster. It's not generic. It's only going to be being used in Dolce decks. So I do think that it is safe to bring to the game. I think that this could be the boss monster, and then later down the road, if Konami ever wants to really lean into Xyz monsters arriving in boxes again, like when they start to do more variant stuff, they can put maybe like one of the more powerful Dolce cards, or maybe the Dolce Link monster. You know, talking about Dolces in this video makes me want to do a complete video dedicated to them and how they could come into dueling. So I don't want to get too into there, but I do think Tiramisu, Angeli, and Petting Sasor are very good targets for a Dolce structure deck. And yeah, that's going to be it that we talk about today, guys. The anniversary is going to be January 11th, and we're going to be doing a bunch of content over on Twitch and YouTube. So make sure you come through to twitch.tv/Duel and keep your eyes peeled on the YouTube channel, because I have started streaming 2 days a week minimum on the YouTube channel, and we're going to be doing a lot more content there. So guys, peace out. I will see you later.